Hello, folks. My name is Jenner from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom. And today I have a very, very interesting story. And this one comes courtesy of GoldenStateTimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. So within President Trump's inner circle, they're saying that the president is bothered that Ron DeSantis is getting so much publicity and praise for shipping 50 illegal aliens from Venezuela over to Martha's Vineyard. And President Trump is saying, according to his inner circle, that he should, meaning Ron DeSantis, should give him credit for that idea because President Trump has said it before. Now, this comes courtesy of GoldenStateTimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. And it says, President Trump is furious at Ron DeSantis because he stole his idea to relocate illegal aliens over to Martha's Vineyard, and he wants credit, meaning President Trump wants credit for that trip. He wants credit. Now, does he deserve that credit? Does it really matter who gets credit? No, it doesn't. In reality, it doesn't matter who gets credit for stuff like this. So it says, President Trump is reportedly fuming after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis relocated roughly 50 illegal aliens by plane to Martha's Vineyard last week. Once again, this comes courtesy of www.goldenstatetimes.com. And it says, according to a report, President Trump felt DeSantis not only stole his thunder, but also his idea to ship illegal aliens into heavily Democrat areas of the country. And it says that President Trump's inner circle said, quote, Trump has been fuming for all of the praise that DeSantis has been receiving in influential conservative circles as of late, such as right-wing media, Fox News, and has privately accused DeSantis of doing this largely to generate a 2024 polling boost for himself among GOP voters. So, as you guys already know, or probably know because you guys watch Golden State Times, Fox News, Rupert Murdoch, which is the owner of Fox News, Sky News, Wall Street Journal, New York Post, and many, many others, they are endorsing Ron DeSantis. The conservative establishment, the Republican establishment, they want Ron DeSantis as the nominee in 2024. They have been preparing Ron DeSantis to become the nominee in 2024. Now, Ron DeSantis hasn't said anything regarding running for president. Why? Because he's focused on his reelection as the Florida governor. And he said himself, he said, look, if I win the governorship in Florida, if I win my reelection by a landslide, then I will think about running for president. But if he wins it just barely, or if he loses for some weird reason, then he will not run for president at all. Because in order for him to win the presidency, he needs Florida behind him. And he's waiting for that. So if Ron DeSantis wins Florida by a landslide, then most definitely you're going to see him on the 2024 ballot for president. So that's what we're all waiting on, that, including Fox News, including Rupert Murdoch. Others that have said that they will endorse him is people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and also just recently Joe Rogan. There's some people in the hip hop community. I don't know if you guys know who Charlemagne the God is. He's like a host on a morning news podcast called The Breakfast Club. He also talked about just recently about Ron DeSantis, calling him a genius, that he's shipping all of these illegal aliens over to Democrat cities. So there's a lot of buzz going on around Ron DeSantis, but he is not willing to say he's running until he wins Florida in a landslide. That is what he is waiting for. So it goes on to say that according to sources, the president has also vented that DeSantis' last stunt is yet another one of, quote, my ideas that the governor allegedly stole from him. Now, how can you steal an idea that you didn't even start? Let's not forget that Greg Abbott was the first one that started shipping illegal aliens from the border in Texas and started sending them to Washington, D.C., to New York City, and now recently to Chicago. And now he's even sending them to the residence of the vice president, Kamala Harris. And he's thinking of sending it to Obama and to everybody else. So Greg Abbott started this. Ron DeSantis followed suit. Yet Trump is not mad at Greg Abbott. He's only mad at Ron DeSantis. That is something that we do not understand. It says, according to reports, President Trump also complained to those in his inner circle that DeSantis is, quote, trying or attempting to take the national news cycle away from him, and believes the credit for Martha's Vineyard should be his. Now, this is totally something that Trump would say. We're not saying that he did. We're just telling you that reports are out there that he did. But this is something completely and utterly that Trump would do or say. This is total Trump. He wants credit for everything, whether he deserves it, doesn't deserve it, or should be credit due. It doesn't really matter. In this situation, who cares who started it, who said it, whose idea it was, as long as it's happening. And as if you guys can see, it is working. Why? Because Martha's Vineyard declared national emergency, set in the National Guard, grabbed all of those illegal aliens and shipped them to a military facility. They didn't want them in their city. So what is Abbott and what's it called, and Ron DeSantis supposed to do now? Ship 50 more plane loads to Martha's Vineyard. That's what they should do. But it doesn't matter who gets credit as long as it's happening. It says President Trump has led the news cycle for weeks over the whole classified information debacle going on in Florida. But DeSantis attracted both media attention and outrage when video was released of the illegal aliens touching down on the island, where Barack Obama calls his home. It says coverage eclipsed reporting over Trump's current legal woes with the Justice Department with relation to the Mar-a-Lago raid. DeSantis, who has consistently floated the potential 24 presidential as a potential candidate, defended his actions. And Ron DeSantis said in a comment, quote, "We are not a sanctuary state, and it's better to be able to go to a sanctuary jurisdiction. And yes, we will help facilitate that transport for you to be able to go to greener pastures." And it's very interesting because I was looking at a video again from that guy. His name is Charlemagne the God. It's very, very interesting. He said, why would illegal aliens want to stay in a state that doesn't want them? How come they just don't go to states that do? Martha's Vineyard, right? They're all liberal and pro, they're woke and pro this, pro that. Well, let's just all send them there then. By plane load, by bus load. Just flood Martha's Vineyard full of illegal aliens because they love them so much. Well, then take them in. House them. Give them free food, free housing, money, free phones, free internet, free everything. All paid for by the liberals within that city. But no, what do? There's a national emergency now at Martha's Vineyard. They send in hundreds of the National Guard. They beg like dogs to the federal government to send them millions and millions of dollars because they need it for 50 people. They do all of these crazy things and then they grab them and deport them instantly too. And they didn't even let one of them go. They all trapped them in one place. And then as soon as the National Guard came in, they were escorting him into National Guard Humvees. Pure hypocrisy out in the open. And that's exactly the type of stuff that we need. So Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott both deserve credit for what's going on because they're showcasing pure hypocrisy out in the open on the world stage. Pure hypocrisy by the left. Pure hypocrisy by the Democrats and the liberals of how hateful they really are. They're just all talk, no action. Does Trump deserve credit for this? Well, maybe he should fill up his Boeing 757 or 747 or whatever it is. He should fill it up full of illegal aliens and take it over to Martha's Vineyard, and then he deserves all the credit in the world. He should pay for 100 chartered planes and 1,000 chartered buses to go pick him up in Texas and head him over to New York, Martha's Vineyard, DC, and all of the other liberal cities. Seattle, just a nonstop flow. As soon as they get them in border towns and border states, it should be sent out directly. And Trump should pay for it, right? He wants credit, then he should send his plane, the one that says Trump on it. He barely got it brand new now, like he put in new stuff all paid for by the American people through donations. So fill it up full of illegal aliens and start sending them over to Martha's Vineyard. And then at that point, he can get full credit, as much credit as he wants. He will be all over the news waves. He will be all over the newspapers because he's sending his own private plane to go pick up these people and drop them off at Martha's Vineyard. Then at that point, he can get credit. But right now, he deserves none. The credit is due with Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. And don't forget to share this video on social media. I know that some people are going to be angry. And some people are going to be talking crap in the comments. And that's fine. But Trump deserves absolutely no credit unless he sends his own private plane to go pick up a plane full of illegal aliens in Texas and sends them over to Martha's Vineyard. And at that point, he deserves all the credit in the world, but not until then. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com, and I'll see you guys on the next one. But until then, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Peace.